Yo, 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 yo. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Max and Juan Cast live show.
It's not a dream.
I got the Timmy B on. I'm back in the dungeon. Max is fucking here. How you doing today, my brother?
Dude, real life pod. What's up?
We here,
What's
dog.
up, baby?
I'm rocking all the fucking fancy gifts that Max got me.
I'm not rocking mine because he didn't bring it.
I didn't bring it, but
Can you tell me what it is now?
no. Gotta keep it as a secret. Low key, I might just ship it to you, bro. Honestly, because who knows the next time we're gonna do a live show like this?
Super Bowl.
Yeah, probably Super Bowl or off season. You know, we get together in the off season a lot.
Yeah.
More. The regular season be crazy, man, because that'd be that weekly show.
You know what I just noticed? There was a notification on your phone that we're going live, and I feel like
Was it?
Oh yeah, we're going live right now on our phone.
Oh yeah, there it goes. So there you go. Go on YouTube, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you can get an alert like me. All right, on your phone when we go live, whenever, however,
Wherever.
Exactly. I know the stream is lagging, guys, a little bit. We're going through some technical difficulties at times.
Shout out to my internet.
I didn't bring my laptop. I think that's part of it. We're kind of like rocking it kind of weird right now, but make do with us, all right?
We got to get those hamsters fucking
Goddamn
running.
Apple products, bro. You love them. You love them, but you hate them.
I love them.
You love them, but you hate them.
Yeah, just wait.
It's a love it.
Yeah, low key, bro. I've been. How many times did you almost see me smash a laptop or phone?
Exactly, man. But divisional playoff weekend. My goodness, man. I titled this stream, Max, as NFC East will dominate divisional playoff weekend. 3 NFC East teams are all gonna play this weekend.
No South, no North.
Who would have thought?
No South, no North, man.
Who would have thought? Everyone thought AFC West. 4 teams, maybe.
One's left.
One is left, man. So we get two teams off of the bye week. We got the Chiefs and the Eagles. Haven't seen them in a week. So last time we saw the Chiefs blew out the Raiders. Last time we saw the Eagles beat the Giants. Backups in. Okay. So we'll see how that goes. Do you want to talk a little bit about the Dallas Cowboys? We didn't go live on Monday. We went live today. Let's talk about the game. I'm going to start it off by saying kudos to Dak Prescott.
How about them boys?
My goodness. I thought they were going to win. I didn't think they were going to win like that.
I in honestly, I picked the Bucs just because I wanted to see Dallas lose, but in my mental brain or whatever you want to call it, and like where my rational thinking lives, it was kind of hard for me to see the Bucs winning because the Bucs have been a shit show all season.
Yeah,
they were a shit show yesterday. They fired Byron Leftwich, which is the least of their problems. Good start, but they have to clean house. Tom Brady, he's a fucking wash bum.
Yeah, said
his goodbyes to Tampa, and where
you think that was a goodbye?
I'd say so. Yeah,
he said goodbye to all the reporters, basically.
Yeah. Hey, look, he played bad. They played bad. I mean, Dak Prescott went from having a horrendous game against Washington to just dissecting Tampa at will. I never felt like he was under any pressure, and I think that's the most glaring thing from this team. Imagine the team from Tampa in the playoffs in the Super Bowl against against Kansas City, excuse me. It was tee-off season. They couldn't get any pressure with 4.
How much do you think, Max, part of it is letting go, not necessarily letting go, but changing of the head coach from Bruce Arians to...
I don't necessarily think it's that. I think, we talked about it last year. Like, this team brought back all 22 starters. Well, when is that really a good thing? When you bring back all 22 guys, especially a team like that was older guys.
I think last year they brought it back, though.
No, I'm saying last year they brought back 22 against the Rams. Everyone's like, oh, it's so great. Everyone's back. And, AB quits on the team. They get a year older. Now they're another year older. Who have they added one in recent times that you're like, oh, wow, that's a nice little piece.
They really are a team that really capitalized on their window. Like they try to keep it open as long as possible. And it was a 2 to 3 year window and wound up being in reality a 2-year window.
Yeah,
because I do think they were a much better team last year.
I agree with you 100%. But let's face the facts. Last year they kind of got beaten up. They were getting spanked by the Rams until the Rams started to fumble the game away.
Yeah.
So this is 2 straight years of pretty much getting outplayed, outclassed in the playoffs. And if Tom Brady comes back, you have to make some really rapid moves to get better. But I don't think he's coming back.
I don't think so either.
And he's a bum.
If
he's a wash bum.
He's not on the stature of a Patrick Mahomes or anything like that. I feel like
he's out the top 10. He's out.
You put him on the Niners, is he a top 10 quarterback?
He plays like a top 10, but he's not. Brock Purdy's a top 10 quarterback right now.
Apparently.
I'm just saying.
And that's a great segue. Enough talking about Tampa Bay. Let's talk about
San Francisco Bay.
Arguably, man, the best game of the week. I feel like, in my honest opinion,
the nostalgia.
I know
it's got the nostalgia.
I know Bengals and Bills is going to be very fun.
I think we agree. Best games out of the each conference.
Yes,
for sure,
most definitely. Yeah. But I think this Niners and Cowboys matchup is very fun. 90s-ish fucking matchup.
The boys are flying high.
Rematch of last year.
Yeah, these teams are familiar with each other. And there's a lot of storylines going around.
Yeah, we got a couple right here. Mike McCarthy versus Kyle Shanahan. We got Dak versus Brock, and we got the Micah effect. And where do you want to start off with the Niners, Max? How about you just talk about the game? I'll show a little bit of the injuries.
Yeah, we show them as we go. I don't think there's anything key we really have to talk about. Dallas lost Jaron Kearse for a little bit last week, which was kind of big. Jason Peters is still playing football on starting left tackle in the playoffs. Who would have thought? What is he, 40?
Yeah.
40 years old. Look, if I'm a Niner fan, Brock Purdy survived some really bad early game play. And it wasn't really bad, but there were some balls that I think if it was Dallas one, and you tell me if I'm wrong, those are picks. That's a mistake. It's not the Seattle defense, which is basically a turnstile for most of the season. This is a very talented Dallas defense that can get after it, whether it's Micah Parsons. Oh my God, I'm going to butcher this. Dwiggy. You know the guy though, right?
Yeah.
The D-line. I can't say his freaking name. Carlos Watkins is playing good.
Jonathan Hankins.
They're just playing out of this world, man. And it all starts up front with stopping the run. Well, that's where I think Dallas, and this is why I kind of thought, hey, Dallas can kind of struggle with Tampa, but Tampa can't run the ball. I thought they maybe could against Dallas, but Frisco can run the ball on anybody. They need to limit mistakes against this Dallas front, which is going to be huge because Dallas really lives off the turnover, if you ask me.
Yeah, first in turnovers.
And lately, Frisco's been taking very good care of the ball. It's not dumb picks. It's not coughing up the ball on the ground. But like we said, Brock Purdy's due for kind of a game that sends him back down to earth, wouldn't you say? Maybe Micah off the edge, he beats Trent one time. Bam, blindside, ball pops out. Anthony Barr picks it up. If Dallas is going to win this game, they're going to need some turnovers.
I just feel like they need to straight up have a great Dak game.
This is a good thing to jump off of then last week for Dak.
Yeah, dude, 5 total touchdowns for Dak Prescott. I kind of felt like he got a little bit of a monkey off his back because they started off that game kind of shaky. I think both teams did, honestly. It's just the Bucs couldn't get out of the funk. The Cowboys got out of it.
I really felt like that red zone pick was a nail in the Bucs coffin, and it was that early.
Yeah.
Would you say Dak's best game of his career?
Yeah, by far. Best game of his career.
And I don't care if he's had better stats.
Yeah, no, he looked great.
Control of everything. A maestro.
Yeah, he looked great, man. And I would say I haven't seen a Dak Prescott game play that great before the week 1 of 2 years ago. Against the Bucs, ironically.
Oh yeah, when he came back from the broken leg, right, and he was balling. Yeah.
So Dak needs to have a big game. He needs to outplay Brock Purdy. Let's go into the Niners part.
Okay.
Bosa or bust. Last week we put this slide, and they definitely answer the bell.
Carlos
Watkins.
No, Carlos Watkins. Charles Omenihu.
Oh, Omenihu.
Key fumble. Eric Armstead was quiet, but he's working his way back in.
I think Eric Armstead
he looks
healthy. He looks healthy.
I thought he wasn't popping like I usually see him, but his first game back in how long time? He's been banged up the whole year, but he's looking good. And you got to worry about Nick Bosa. And this is a Dallas team that Peters was hurt. that could be a big thing because are you going to kick Tyler Smith back out to left tackle? Right now, it's Jason Peters, Tyler Smith, Bidiasi, I don't know how to say his name, Zach Martin, Tyrone Smith with two of the biggest elbow braids I've ever seen for a left tackle.
Yeah.
A right tackle. He looks like a bionic man out there. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Look, man, as much as it pains me,
we'll give you some of your keys. I feel like you've been kind of quiet on this.
Look, I think one of the biggest keys, Max, is someone has to pressure Brock Purdy. They have to.
Well, don't they have the guy?
Yeah, they have the guy to do it. I just felt like no one has really pressured him enough throughout this whole streak.
So we could go back to this too. Let's not forget, Dan Quinn is very familiar with Kyle Shanahan. We talked about this going in last year and the other year. What is going to be that matchup? Is Dan Quinn finally going to get one up on Kyle? Because last year I felt like the Cowboys, let's be real, historic shooting themselves in the foot with penalties performance. This year, I think it's going to be a little more cleaned up, but they have to be very disciplined because this is a team that can misdirection with Debo out of the backfield, with McCaffrey lining up out wide. You have to be disciplined. You have to play the run. You have to get them in 3rd and long. You cannot let them dictate the downs.
It's going to be hard because with Dallas, I really don't think they have a it's funny because in the beginning of the season, we said they finally found their identity. They're starting to run the ball. I feel like last week they turned on the switch with Dak Prescott, and it's like we get past the ball. Because I really didn't think Tony Pollard had that of an amazing game. He had some great runs, but there was really no Zeke involved. Like, I feel like when the Cowboys are rolling, really rolling, it's defensive turnovers and they're running the ball.
I think they're going to have to be a little bit more run committed to beat the 49ers because you have to let those pass rushers.
Slow down the pass rushers.
You got to slow them down because they don't have some great O-line. I wouldn't say the Cowboys line is great, would you? Say it's good.
I think Tyler Smith is barely underrated.
Tyler Smith?
Tyler Smith.
I think he's good, but Jason Peters and Tyrone Smith, those fill you with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, they're good. They're veterans, but
I get you.
When don't they limp off the field?
Yeah. And
I have a question before you get into this. Who's better suited to win a shootout, Dallas or 49ers?
I think it's the 49ers.
Who's better to win a defensive game?
49ers.
That's a real tough.
I just think I think the 49ers are better up and down, Max. And I'm already the way I'm talking, I'm leaning towards the Niners. I think the Niners are.
But you're somebody who takes a lot of importance into the quarterback.
Yeah.
So what's the discrepancy right now between Dak and Brock?
I think it's head coach and weapons. I feel like the Niners are. I was saying this to Joey. It's a case by case basis with a lot of these games. It's like, for instance, Aaron Rodgers. He played the Niners a couple years ago, right? They got blown out the year that undermatch.
Yeah.
Undermatch. I didn't feel the same way when he lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay. With the whole thing with Brock Purdy, it's a case by case basis. I don't feel like he has so much of effect on the game because even though Kyle Shanahan has shown he has had more confidence in Brock Purdy than Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance combined. Yeah. But I think at the same time, he does keep him on a mini leash at times. Am I wrong?
No, I think that's the smart way to. I don't think Kyle Shanahan's going to let Brock Purdy throw the game away. That's something that I've seen from day one where it's, hey, we have a good team. You got to make 1 or 2 plays a game.
They have a Super Bowl roster, dude. Yeah. We're talking about this game. We haven't even mentioned Deebo Samuel. We haven't even mentioned George Kittle. We haven't even mentioned Christian McCaffrey. That's how deep the 49ers are. You know, I think the Niners have a Super Bowl caliber team. I think they're really tough to fucking play.
Does Dallas not?
I don't think so. I think the Niners are on a different level. And unless Micah Parsons wrecks this game, I feel like that's the only chance. And I don't feel like it because Trent Williams is going to be the neutralizer.
I thought Micah had a really good game last time they played, whether it wasn't necessarily effective as a pass rusher, but it was really effective as a run stopper. And I think right now is when you need – this is the beauty of Micah Parsons' game. You need him to be a stand-up linebacker, go for it. You need him to be a pass rusher, go for it. They're going to need him as a run stopper in the early downs and a pass rusher in the passing situations. Bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot on Micah. And maybe, I'll say this. We had mentioned this guy, Trayvon Diggs. He's a rookie quarterback. Maybe a little baiting, and then jump, pick.
We'll see, man.
You know what? You're gonna be surprised by my pick.
Let's see what you're picking. Oh my goodness. You really think the Cowboys are gonna win?
I think I don't really think. I think they have a chance to win. I'm just gonna pick them. I don't think it's a really close freaking game. I'm kind of scared. I think this Cowboys team's gonna come out a little bit pissed off about last year. And we're joking about Mike McCarthy being a fat slob bum, whatever, but he took care of business against
as much shit I want to talk about Mike McCarthy.
There's really not much to talk about.
There's not.
Yeah,
he's been doing
a great job.
Yeah, he's been doing good this year. I wouldn't say great. He's been doing good. There is the grass factor. I forgot to bring this up. Playing on grass. Got to mention it.
Don't matter. Last week they found their footing on grass.
They playing the Niners this week.
What's the? Do we have the betting information?
We do not. I think you missed out. But it's all good.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. So I'm rolling with the Niners. Max is rolling with the Cowboys. But to be fair to the Cowboys, I just feel like they're going to wind up playing the NFC representative for the Super Bowl. That's just my feeling. But we'll see what happens, man. That's why we play these games. Okay, let's stay in the NFC, okay? Let's go ahead and go Eagles and Giants. Another NFC East teams showdown. My goodness, man. I don't know. It's not looking good for your Eagles, man.
What the fuck?
It's not. It's not. It's really not. It's really not, dude. I truly feel that way. I'm gonna pick the Eagles. I'm spoiling my pick. I'm gonna pick.
No,
Eagles.
go fuck yourself. Pick someone else.
I'm gonna pick the Eagles.
Underrate us. We're underdogs. A hungry dog runs faster. I love when we're underdogs. Get the fucking dog mask out again. That's what we like. That's what I like. They wrote us off last time. We didn't write back. One.
Daniel Jones has more playoff wins than Jalen Hurts.
He played in more games.
Has he?
I don't know. That's probably played the same.
No,
they played the same amount of games.
Same games.
Yeah, I mean, he played a bad team. That's the facts, guys. Come on. Daniel Jones might be the better running quarterback out of the two, but we don't know yet. We'll see.
Some of the storylines for this one: stopping Saquon and Daniel Jones / legs for Daniel Jones.
No, that's I thought about it right now. This might just be which running back. This might come down to quarterback and running back. Which duo has more rushing yards combined with these two teams and the way they play with their quarterbacks?
Yeah, health of Hurts.
Yeah, he's off the injury report, which I like.
Yeah, and just really crawling into the playoffs with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, but wasn't Dallas crawling into? Didn't we see them kind of crawl?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
We're getting healthy at the right time. Lane Johnson, he's going to play this game. CJ Gardner-Johnson, I'm not sure.
Vegas loves your Eagles.
I love
7.5 points. I think that's a good amount. I'm betting this game to the fullest.
I'd bet on it too.
I think the Giants are going to cover for sure. 48 points for the over-under. Giants are plus 285. Philly is minus 365. Key stat for the Eagles, Max. Second quarter scoring. Eagles averaged 12.2 points, first in the league.
Yeah, I couldn't find the exact number, but let's just do 12 times 17, which is what, 204 or something, 224.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's the key to this game. That's the Eagles also have kind of low lows, you know what I mean? Like first quarter, it can kind of be we're a little get outscored.
Yeah.
But we need to get after Daniel Jones. We need to pressure him under, we got to make sure that fumbling stuff comes back. We need to stop this run. And bro, I was talking to you. I was like, the Eagles have a really bad ranked run defense. I don't think that reflects how good we can be at stopping the run. But I think we have a good chance, man. We need to make the Giants one-dimensional. But Isaiah Hodgkins scared me last week, and Slayton scared me. They were playing out of their freaking mind.
Is Lane Johnson playing?
He's playing 100%.
So he's probable with abs.
Fonte Maddox is out. CJ Gardner-Johnson, I'm not sure about.
Yeah. Azeez Al-Jilari, questionable, and Isaiah Hodgins probably.
He'll play. Yeah, he'll play. They have him on the injury report, but they're going to play.
Let's go on the Giants side. Explosive plays, last in the NFL.
No, it didn't look like that last week.
Not at all.
It didn't look like that last week against the Vikings.
Yeah. Defensive rankings for the Giants, as you guys see on the screen. Look, man,
What's their run defense? I'm just curious.
Their run defense is 27th in the league, 144.
That's way worse than I would have thought they'd be.
Yeah.
Because they got a dog in the middle named Dexter Lawrence who could be a really huge nightmare for the Eagles.
Yeah. But rushing attack, they're 4th in the league. And, we talk about the Eagles. They're middle of the pack basically in rushing yards. I think that's total bullshit. The Eagles were blowing out teams this year, and they were up in a lot of games. Teams were passing the ball at the end. Not a lot of rushing attempts going around. So I do feel like it's going to be a problem if the Eagles can't stop the run. And if you guys can't stop the run, you guys will lose to the Giants. Point blank. I feel like that's the biggest thing. There's no other way around it. I feel like you guys can stop Daniel Jones. If it comes down to Daniel Jones having to pass the ball, you guys will win. Because I just feel like you guys can beat a lot of elite quarterbacks like that. So I'm pretty confident you guys can manage Daniel Jones. But can you manage the run attack and be off balance? That's when the Giants are at their best.
Yeah, and I think the Giants put teams in a bind with their rushing attack because their quarterback, just because he's white, doesn't take away. He's a great runner with the ball. I mean, he tortured Minnesota.
Yeah. Welcome to Ma Bell. Welcome to the show, bro. He said, "Yup, I told Max this."
Yeah,
he's basically taking credit for
how
this.
About them boys? Good job. Your kicker sucks. Your kicker is going to cost you this game probably.
Real hard to beat a team 3 times.
I mean, we played once. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Then Seattle just lose 3 times to the Niners.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
It is. But who are you leaning towards, Max?
I'm playing the Eagles all day. Vikings had a storybook year, but it comes to an end.
I got the Eagles too, man. I got it in the close one. I'm not really confident about it. I want to see Jalen Hurts. I feel like if he comes out healthy, this is going
to be the thing, though. Like, this is his career, whether it be a huge extension or maybe it's time to go get Lamar or something like that. I don't know. I'm just throwing out any name.
No, you're absolutely right. And people may think he kind of earned it already. But if you lose a home playoff game against Daniel Jones, I feel like this fucked up the Eagles season, man, because you guys are playing the Giants, an opponent that you guys should beat, and everyone's expecting you guys to beat them. So it looks worse losing to them.
I don't think everyone's expecting us to beat them, though. But I think a lot of teams are down. A lot of people are down on the Eagles right now because we're hungry. We're underdogs.
I don't feel like
the people are betting. Underdog. People are betting know better, but everyone talking shit about it. People talking crap about us like you. Like Eagles was looking bad.
I'm going off what I've seen.
Well, you've seen us beat them twice.
I would say this though, Max. Would you feel as bad if you guys were playing the Cowboys and you guys lost, or the Niners?
Yes, even worse.
Besides the pain inside, but I'm talking about from a schematic standpoint. When you're like, man, the Niners are they're fucking
Then I get you. They're definitely the least out of the teams, the Giants, but they're scary in their own way.
Yeah, no, the Giants are scary in their own way, but from the outside looking in, I just feel like the Eagles can't lose.
Oh, write us off one. I'll get my dog mask. I'll get my dog mask.
I'm picking you guys barely, but I'm picking you guys.
All right, so we're done with the NFC, right?
Yeah. Okay. Ahmad saying it's a 50-50 game. He said you got the Schlegels?
I guess all games are 50-50, Ahmad.
24-21?
Yes, all games are 50-50.
Little 24-21.
I picked your boys handily.
He did pick your boys. Go ahead and rewind the stream.
By 3 points.
Let's move over to the AFC, man. Let's do that game last. Okay. Let's go ahead and scroll down to the better game of the week. Man, if you believe in NFL script writers,
here they are.
Here they are, man. Bengals and Bills. This time the showdown's in Buffalo.
I gotta get Damar Hamlin to this game. Just to get the place like on fire.
Exactly, man. Some of the injuries here for you guys. I feel like, does this game bring any weirdness to the players by playing it?
A little, but I think they're gonna lose themselves in the emotion pretty quick because playoff football, they kind of know like, hey, this is each team in their own way is a juggernaut. Like I get the Bengals, they're the Bengals, and we never really think about them. Hey, they went to the Super Bowl last year, guys. They're a juggernaut in their own way. Yeah. And the Bills are this team that's super great, but they've never gotten there. They're out to prove themselves still.
Right. And of course, storylines for this one: Burrow, Josh Allen, two young ass quarterbacks going at it. Mm-hmm. Joshy Allen or Joshua Allen.
Got to call back to our video.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, me and Max like to call Joshy Allen on what we seen last weekend by Josh Allen. Throwing picks, fumbling the ball.
There you go. What is Joshua Allen like? He's sophisticated.
Oh,
he,
yeah.
he checks the ball down. He doesn't turn it over.
Right.
And throws dots.
That's week 1, Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
That's week 1.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking surgeon.
Joshua Allen appeared last week in Kansas City versus the Bills, and last week we got Josh Allen. It made it kind of a game, so it kind of scary.
Right. Look, man, Josh Allen has 30 turnovers total between
this year.
Yeah, interceptions and fumbles.
This year.
Yes.
That can't be right.
I think it's 20.
Yeah, 20 sounds right. 30 is like, come on, Jameis level.
I might be right though. I think I heard that somewhere. I know it's most though. It's most for fumbles and interceptions. That's how bad it's been. So don't quote me on that, Max. Don't give me the high eyebrows, okay? But offensive line banged up for the Bengals.
Jonah Williams dislocated kneecap. Apparently, that's a week-to-week injury. Seems like it sounds a little worse. I should say.
Oh my goodness. Let's go into the Bengals playing in Cincinnati, 6-1. Oh, this is from last week.
This is from last week, but I kept it in there because where are they playing this game on?
In Buffalo.
In Buffalo.
Yeah.
This game, it's kind of crazy. I feel like this should be a neutral site game because they didn't even get to play their game in Cincinnati this year, which could have totally flipped the seating around.
Yeah.
I feel like you play this game. What's the middle? Play in Minnesota. Everyone's happy. Played in New York. No. Where else could you play it? Like Detroit.
LA.
Detroit. Well, it's not neutral site. It's like fly across the coast.
Hey, fuck it. Some of the offensive rankings and defensive rankings for the Bengals, guys. But one thing I want to mention on the Bengals, do you think there's a possibility they might get blown out? Because
no,
I think this though, Max.
1% chance. Unless they walk DeMar Hamlin out there, get him with a coin
if they
toss.
play like they did last week, because I feel like they were on the ropes and something magical happened on that fucking fumble.
Well, good point.
They were on the ropes.
But Baltimore has a really good understanding for Cincinnati.
They do.
I
know. Division opponent.
Yeah, they have a good defense. And yeah, it was magical. That magical play by Sam Hubbard, no doubt.
Micah Hyde is back and Cole Beasley back. Money in the slot. Bills finished.
Micah Hyde's not playing this game. I read it right before. I don't think he's playing this game.
Finish this one off strong. Beats Joe Burr by 10.
Who said that?
Ahmad.
Oh, I don't think Mike is back, though. I looked it up. That'd be huge for them, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Let's go to the Bill side. Top 10 rushing off. We mentioned this last week.
Did they look like that last week one against the Dolphins? Were they just running the ball at will? And by the way, Cincinnati's rushing defense is no joke.
Yeah. Look, man, it really does scare me with the Bills because there's like 3 things going against them. Number 1, you got Josh Allen. Okay. Number 2, their defense is bad.
I disagree. It's not bad.
I think it's bad. I think I've seen numerous games this year where they have not looked like the same Bills ever since Hyde got hurt and they lost Von Miller.
They definitely haven't looked that good, but they're not bad. I think bad's way too harsh of a word to use on them. They're not elite. They're not special, but I think they're a good defense.
I just feel like, dude, like Skylar Thompson was,
but they were shooting themselves in the foot.
They were, but
one of those touchdowns was
they were moving the ball though, Max.
Yeah,
Raheem Mostert out, fucking Skylar Thompson out there. That's alarming.
Skylar has a future in this league.
Stop. I think that's just alarming, dude. And we've seen it kind of ever since Von Miller got hurt.
Yeah, there's definitely no pop in the pass rush.
It just scares me to death. It scares me to death against a high-powered offense like the Bengals. And I know the game ended early, Prayers out to DeMar Hamlin. He's doing a lot better now. But the Bengals looked like they were going to win that game. They took the coin toss, received the kick, went down the field, drove it down their throats, scored 7. Bills go on offense, field goal. Bengals get the ball back, driving down the field immediately, right away.
And then that happened.
I just felt like the Bengals had that certain type of just firepower that was just going to kill the Bills.
Maybe Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott can kind of cook up a little bit better defenses there, and they're going to have to slow down Joe Burr. This is going to be I think it is the best quarterback matchup of the weekend. There's no doubt, right?
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence and Mahomes is cool. We'll talk about that in a few.
Yeah.
But I got to ride with Buffalo on. You know how I've been on Buffalo all year, last 3 years. I'm not jumping off the bandwagon now. You beat them, and you probably have to go to Kansas City in a neutral site game, or get a neutral site game, and you get to see fireworks. So,
and it looks like you're picking the Bills.
It's going to be a very close game.
I hope so, man. I hope we get a good show. I'm going with Joe Burrow, man. I'm going with Joe Burrow.
They're going to need that pass rush, Buffalo, to come alive, and they're a wounded animal, this Cincinnati O-line.
And I just feel like the difference in this one is going to be Buffalo's defense. I don't think they're going to be strong enough to hold off the Bengals offense. The Bengals offense is a juggernaut, and I think they're going to get the ball rolling with Joe Mixon. They're going to be running the ball. T. Higgins is going to be involved. Jamar Chase is going to be there. All that good stuff, man.
Well, hey, we saw last week Cincinnati put the ball in the coughed up the ball with Hayden Hurst, so maybe someone has
a lot of these teams have proven, though, like you said, Max, you said it. Cowboys looked shitty last week, then look so shitty in the next week. We can't always take so much into 1 week. It's hard because the Bengals, if you go off last week, they might lose this game to the Bills because they didn't look good at all.
No, they didn't. No, neither team looked that good.
Yeah. Ahmad Bell, you're right, Max. They won't play him this week. So he's just confirming. Micah Hyde.
Yeah, that's if they could get him back, that'd be humongous.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and hit up the Chiefs game. Last game of the week.
Ooh.
I believe this one's the first play, though. I think the Eagles and the Chiefs play first on Saturday.
To get the Kelce's playing that day.
Chiefs, Jags, Lawrence, Mahomes.
Rematch.
Let's get some of the storylines for this one. Trayvon Walker versus Josh Allen, two young pass rushers for the Jaguars. And Chiefs Rusty coming off a bye week.
I mean, they haven't been in past years, but you never know.
How hard was it, Max, to find an interesting stat for the Chiefs?
Really freaking hard.
we went so generic, man. Playing at Arrowhead 8-2, top 5 in explosive plays. Every advanced stat that you look up for the Chiefs, whether it's third down explosive plays, whether it's 20 plus, 10 plus,
red zone efficiency.
Yeah.
Their running game is better than you'd ever think.
Right.
It's like they're not 32. They're like, what are they, 16 or something?
Yeah. It's ridiculous, man. And on paper, the Chiefs should win this game. Let's see the over under for this one. Did we get that? Let me see.
I think it was like 5.5.
Yeah, I don't think we got it.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
It's all good.
I think it's easy to say the Chiefs are definitely the favorites in this game. It's Mahomes, it's Kelce. They've all been here. Trevor Lawrence and them kind of got a miracle win. You're coming off that high. I don't think this game's going to be that close, in all honesty. I think Trevor Lawrence kind of struggled last week against the crappy Chargers defense. The Chiefs defense is good, man. I know the stats are never going to say, ooh, they're so great. But you know what they do when they get after the pass rusher and they can force some balls thrown into some tight windows and they'll make a play on them.
Yeah, 55 sacks this year, second in the league.
That's crazy. And they don't even have anyone you really think other than Chris Jones. Chris Jones is amazing.
Yeah.
But other than that, who are you like, oh, my God?
No, exactly. And one thing that I got to bring up with the Jags, it wasn't fumbles last week, Max.
No, they didn't get a chance to fumble the ball. Oh, they did muff a punt.
They did muff a punt, but they definitely turned it over last week.
Yeah. They were like, we'll just do something a little different for your first half picks, real quick.
Exactly. But something about the Jags, man, something about that AFC South matchup. I think they're just a weird team to play. You don't really want to deal with them. It just sucks, unfortunately, that the Jags got them. I would feel a little bit more confident if the Jags were playing like the Bengals or the Bills, honestly. But I do think the Chiefs are a machine. Mahomes is one of these guys where he can turn it on and off.
What's the recipe for Jacksonville to win this game? Is it ETN has a humongous game? one bad decision by Mahomes. Lawrence takes care of the ball.
It's all the decisions on Mahomes. It's
like Mahomes has to kind of throw away this game. You think
that's how it is for most of these teams. That's how it is for the Bengals. That's how it is for the Bills, and that's how it is for the Chiefs. They all got this number one thing in common. Are you going to be your worst enemy? Are you going to beat yourself?
And I really don't think, and people are going to say, well, that applies to all teams. I don't really necessarily believe that.
I don't think that.
Because more times than not, the Giants don't beat themselves. They just kind of get beat by other teams.
Right.
I think the Chiefs have a like pattern of playing down to teams. Buffalo has a pattern of throwing dumb passes, fumbling the rock.
Yeah.
And Cincinnati they were losing to Baltimore, a team far inferior to them.
Exactly.
It's a proven thing with these teams.
Yeah. And that's really the only thing. Can you sit up here and say that Jacksonville has just as much talent as the Chiefs?
No, I can't.
I just, in certain areas, yes, like they have a talented pass rush. Yes, they do. But at the end of the day, I'm taking Mahomes every single time. You can't count that guy out. And as long as he's playing quarterback, it's just on, bro. And as much as I like Lawrence, he's not ready. He's not ready. This is not a Chargers team.
Yeah, he wasn't ready last week.
Honestly, like he didn't play a full 60-minute game. And against the Chiefs, you need to play a full 60-minute game.
I 100% agree.
You got to, if you want to beat them straight up with them not making mistakes, you got to be flawless.
100%.
Absolute flawless.
100% agree.
You got to play literally a Josh Allen game last year.
And that wasn't enough.
Exactly.
So I'm going to take it. We're both very heavily leaning towards the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
Because I'm picking the Chiefs. Yes. And I don't think it'll be that close.
You got 35-17. I got 31-21. I do think the Jaguars make it a little bit interesting.
I would love to see the Jags come out and take it to them. You know, Doug Peterson going against his old coach, Andy Reid. Love to see that. I would love to see that be a game, but I just don't think it will be.
Trevor Lawrence, a.k.a. Sunshine. That's what Ahmad Bell's commenting. Can't turn over the ball at all, but I think plays out 34-31. Travis Kelce has a big game in KC walk-off field goal.
You know, I will say this. The field goals have been a problem for Kansas City this year. I will say that.
Harrison Buckner has not been healthy.
No.
And when he has been, quote-unquote, healthy, it hasn't been consistent.
Correct.
What's going on, World of Sports Network? Welcome to the stream, bro. He said, what's up, fellas? The dynamic duo. Just call us
Max and One.
I'm trying to go a duo, bro.
Okay.
This sounds kind of fucked up.
Taiwan Jones and Latavius Murray.
They don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
Oh, Michael Bush, Darren McFadden. No.
Oh, yeah. Cheston Fargas,
and Lamar Jordan.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
They don't know what the fuck we're talking
about.
Buck
Buckwalter, Deuce Staley, Brian Westbrook, Deion Lewis before Deion.
So that's all the matchups, man. Ma Bell says Batman and Robin. Who's Batman? Who's Robin?
Alfred.
I don't know what that is. I don't. Who's Alfred?
In like the whole scheme of things? Or
yeah.
Like he's Batman's butler.
I didn't know that. I don't. Come on, dude. You know this already.
Have you never seen a Batman movie?
No.
Not one.
I've seen one.
Dark Knight, for sure.
No.
With Heath Ledger.
No. Never in my life. I've seen 2 Spider-Man movies. That's it. In the first 2, that's it.
Which one? Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's it. That's all I've seen. The one with the Goblin guy and I think Venom.
No, try again. Not even close.
No, that's not Venom.
Venom's in the third Spider-Man.
Who's in the second? Oh, Octopus guy.
Dr. Octagon.
Octagon. Yeah. There you go. Octopus.
Mod, if you're watching, I'm sure you're just shaking your head. This guy's never seen a pop culture movie.
Hey, my man said Rich Gannon and Jerry Rice.
TP and Denarius Moore, guys.
All right, man. I think that's gonna do it. We're gonna cut it a little bit early.
We got time. I don't even have my laptop.
40 minutes.
Damn, it's 40 minutes.
Yeah,
That was a quick 40 minutes.
No, we did a good 40 minutes.
Yeah,
we try to stretch it out there. But we appreciate everyone in the stream, man. All 4 people in the stream, go ahead, hit that like button for us, bro. It really helps out. Tries to get us into that algorithm. Maybe a spot at the YouTube homepage one day.
One day. We have to break in, bro.
Yeah, we'll break in there one day, bro.
We're gonna have to run through.
But we appreciate you guys watching, man. Everyone watching the aftermath of this, whoever watches it not live, we appreciate you guys too, man. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, and like I said, hit that bell notification, and every time that we go live, you'll get a notification on your phone, man, so you don't miss us at all. We'll really appreciate that, man. And every time we drop an upload, which is really rare, but we like to go live these days. In the off season, we'll probably do a lot more videos.
Big upload energy.
Yeah, off season, man. That's where we do most of our grinding. It's hard to do during the season, and we got holidays and stuff.
Yeah.
Me and Max, we don't make enough money off YouTube to fucking quit our 9-to-5s.
This guy does.
Shut up.
Okay.
But we appreciate you guys, man. Max, any last words, bro?
Nah, just let's get into the football. Let's see the matchups. Fly Eagles fly, baby. How about them boys? Chief Kingdom. What's Bills Mafia? Let's go, Bills Mafia. Where's D-Raw? Where's Raven? Come on, man. Where you guys at? I miss you guys.
I know, man.
I'm dropping them 58 minutes in, but that's all right.
That's gonna do it, man. We'll see you guys Sunday night. Okay, we'll be back Sunday night. We'll recap all the games. We'll see you guys then. All right, peace.